welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Barb.
And I'm Dre.
And today we're going to be talking about why relationships don't last. What that look like to you, Barb?
Well, I'm looking from a woman's perspective, and for most women, relationships do not last because they don't know what they want. They don't know what they're looking for. And even though whatever they're looking for, they don't know what it is. We have a lot of women out here that say, I want a real man. But they don't know what a real man is. They don't even know what's required to have a real man. And then not even that, we have a lot of broken women out here who don't give themselves time to heal. They get out of one relationship, jump in the next one, get out of that one, jump in the next one, get out of that one, and jump in the next one. So when you don't give yourself time to heal from what you done been through bad with that one person, you take those traits onto the next relationship, and it's not going to last. That's how I feel about it.
Well, for me, I just think it just boils down to accountability. I think women lack their effort even taking on the responsibility of, you know what, I fucked up. You know what, if a man does something wrong, she quick to attack him. You know what, you did this, you hurt me. But she done things too. He can't even express to her the things that she done wrong to hurt him, because soon he get to talking about what his issue is with her, she ready to flip it.
So are you saying that relationships are not working because a woman won't hold herself accountable?
Exactly.
Because what's going wrong in the relationship? But how can she hold herself accountable when she really don't even know herself? A lot of women really don't know because they take these same bad habits to the next relationship. So when you constantly keep doing something over and over and over and over again, nobody calls you out on it. You see no wrong in it. So when you saying accountability for what? This is just how
you're accountable for whatever you've done in a relationship.
But if they don't know what they doing wrong, so you can't hold a person accountable. They can't hold themselves accountable if they don't know. If they never if they never saw a healthy relationship, if they never grew up in a household where, like, you know, back in the days, you got the grandparents together and they've been here all this time, they happy, and then it transitioned down to like the parents after that. If they don't know that, then they can't say, oh, you know, I can't hold myself accountable. So to me, I agree with y'all, but I also feel like it's most couples, men and women, don't get to know each other. To me, that's
why you don't get to know each other when you don't stay in a relationship. You're in a relationship a year, then after that breakup, you in another relationship a year. So you never gonna get to know nobody because you keep skipping and hopping.
I think you got to get to know that person before you can put a relationship title on. That's
how?
Well, Barb, you gotta stop leading with sex. Most of these women, when they meet a man, they want to go ahead and show him she down. So you know what? She's sucking him off. She giving him everything off the rip. She don't even know nothing about
I disagree. I don't believe they doing that. I believe they coming out the gate with their hands open. And if a man do that, then they provide that. Maybe the older generation, like around our age and maybe a little bit younger, this younger generation, if they coming out and showing they old, you know, toolkit, what they got going on, it's because they might be through, they ain't got no money, they might need to eat that day, they might need babysit money or something. If a woman got any type of money going on or something where she feel like she don't need this man, she's not leading that. She's leading with her hand out like, what can you do?
But ain't no man is gonna just hear kick down.
There's a lot of men that
no, she gonna have to be sucking penis. She gonna have to be fucking. So you know she's coming out the gate. Most of the time a guy show up with some weed and drinks, he fucking.
That's the younger generation. What generation is that?
This any generation.
Oh no, not this one.
It don't matter.
I
mean, you gotta think young. What is the real difference between a young woman and a woman that's 10, 15 years older? Let's
they want different things. An older woman
40.
wants security and comfort. A younger woman don't. When you in your 20s, you not looking to be tied down to one guy. You trying to have as much fun as you want to have. When you get about your 40s and 50s, you're looking for comfort and security. You looking for somebody to be there for long term.
So now you're talking about she begging. So you saying if you meet a woman 35 and plus, she looking for security, right?
That's
she begs, she's ready to beg.
That don't mean she's begging. She's looking for somebody to build her life with. She's looking, okay.
But that's not security. That's
right. No, that is. When I'm building my life with a meatball, I want them to have something. I ain't trying to build my life with nobody I gotta take care of.
So why don't you date in your class? All you gotta do is date in your class.
Well,
if you dating
can.
your class, you
You
don't
can,
have
but we
to
have a lot of selfish individuals in this world that don't know how to share and don't know how to give and don't even. Okay, well, we agree to say this. There's a lot of men and women that got the titles of being a woman and a man and don't know what that is.
Well, I think people throw that around too freely. I think a man should earn that title. Like that word, man, you earn that word. And
So
a
what is a
woman, you
real
should earn
man?
that.
Tell me, because y'all men.
I think a real man is just a person that's, firm in his beliefs, his way of thinking. He's able to maintain himself in whatever he may produce.
Okay.
If he have kids,
What's
he
a
can
real
take
man
his
to
kids.
you?
To me, a person that's gonna take care of his family, and just being a provider, and I can only go about my definition of what I saw growing up. But I felt like my uncle was a man because he took care of his nephews, his mom, his brothers, his sisters, and he, you know what I mean. So that's I only can go off of what I saw.
Okay, so now let me tell you this. How can...
So what's your version of a real man? Can't get away with that.
Oh, you want my version? Okay, my version to me is somebody, like y'all said, that's going to be there to take care of their family. That's all to me, just take care of your family.
So what do taking care of a family look like to you?
Financially. And I was just fit to get to that because a lot of women were never taught what a real man is supposed to be. And there's a lot of women that grew up in homes with no fathers, no uncles, no nobody to tell them what a real man is. So when you say a woman is not treating a real man right, I'm not disagreeing with you, but how can she treat something that she don't even know what the fuck it is?
Okay, Barb, this is what I want to focus on.
She don't know what it
you
is.
still sounding like them. You sound like if he ain't got no money, because you saying financially.
Yeah,
so wait a minute.
Respect,
Wait a minute.
financial.
Let's say this man got into an accident and he can't go to work. Now he's still that same man that took care of the family. He protected the family.
Mm-hmm.
He did all the things, but now something happened in his life that deterred him from being a so-called real man to you because now the money fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is he now?
He's still a man.
Is he still a real man?
Yeah,
So what do you want to do?
he's
What do you think these women should do when a man get down on his knuckles?
They should be there to pick up the weight, but a lot of them don't know how.
Wow.
How you gonna be there to
they
pick
know how,
up the
they don't
pieces
want
and
to.
pick up the weight when you don't know how?
No, why let's talk about why they don't do it.
Why don't they do it?
Yeah.
And it probably may feel like he ain't worth it.
So that same man that was on top of his game, as long as he able to take care of her and what she think he should take care of, once he hit rock bottom, all of a sudden now he ain't a man. He lose that title as a man.
To a lot of women, yeah.
See, this is my
To
mind.
a lot of women, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of women do feel like once you are not able to
I think the
provide
type of people that feel like that is not women.
and don't give to me, okay, and I respect that, but
I would look at it as like
they little
leeches and
girls.
vultures. No, I don't look at it.
thank you. It's the
Least
cult.
it's
It's
a
how you
vulture.
being raised.
Some women come in the gate looking to come up. Some men may do it. It may be a small percentage of men, but it's more women. You got to realize. Look at it like this. Look at the All-Star games, the Super Bowls, and all that. The boxing matches. When women come from here, a lot of people, like when we discussed, people didn't even know who Floyd Mayweather was, his record, and all that. They get their little crew together. They get their outfits together. They fly out of town. Who do you think they flying out of town? Not to meet the average guy. They looking to meet somebody with some money to change their lifestyle. So if their loyalty relies on what this man can do for me, when the money gone, the loyalty is gone.
Yeah.
And people got to start going into it and look, man, if you got some money, you got to be like, listen, I ain't got nothing. I'm fucked up. And if she ride with you when she fucked up, when she gets some money, when you got some money coming in, that's the person you will reward.
And not only that, parents don't teach their kids things like that. Parents don't, I ain't gonna say all parents, but most parents don't talk to their kids about what a real man is, what a woman's supposed to do, what a woman's not supposed to do, what she's not supposed to accept. When I was growing up, I keep trying, people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but big mamas and aunties was like, you laying down, you don't never come home with a wet kitty and you ain't got nothing. They're promoting this. Oh, you born with a moneymaker. You ain't got no money? How you broke? How you can't pay your light bill, your gas bill? You can't put no food, you can't get no car. So if you're teaching a woman that what she got between her legs is the way she's supposed to survive, That's her mentality on how she's gonna think.
Barb, you keep saying woman.
Okay.
Just because she got a vagina.
If you're teaching a young lady growing up, and that's
let's say it's hoes raising hoes. If you got a slut raising another slut, that's just what it is.
So does it make that girl that may become a slut? Does it make her wrong? Does it make her wrong?
Slut in progress.
But wait a minute. Does it make her wrong to be held accountable for what she was taught? Yes. She was taught this.
Yes.
I don't think you can hold.
You can't hold nobody accountable for what they taught.
When I use words like train, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody trained her to be a slut, at some point she knows she's selling pussy. She know the difference between selling pussy and being in a relationship. She know it's wrong to be with a man and selling pussy to another man. She know that's wrong.
Now that she was taught that.
Listen,
but she's come on, bro. Now you making excuses.
If a person is taught that means there's no moral value.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's just like us back in the days. You got to look at it like this: a man gonna starve to death or help his family, or he gonna get out here and do something morally wrong to survive. It's the same thing with them selling themselves. But the thing is this: we getting a little bit off topic. Mm-hmm. As far as about the relationships. To me, I think relationships don't last long because everything changes in a relationship when the feelings get there. My mindset is this: a man, whatever he say, I can give you 5 things on my list. This is what I need all the time. Our list normally don't change. A woman list constantly changes.
So are you saying y'all think a woman's expectation of a man is too high?
No, that ain't what I said.
I just said
the list
but she's going to constantly
to grow.
She's going to constantly move the goalpost to fit whatever she's trying to do. So if like Dre said, that we got 5 things, our 5 things is going to be the same thing. It's going to be something like sex, food, some peacetime. Well, it's going to be simple.
Well, over the years, you may want to add to the list.
But you can't do that. You can't change the contract.
Well, you can't change it because every year it might change.
You can't change.
And just like you renegotiate in sports, we gonna renegotiate.
But that means y'all gonna come together.
2 years ago, I wanted this.
And we gonna talk about it. But you can't just say, you know what, I've been thinking. I want to change something. I'm going to say, no, baby.
I'm going to renegotiate it.
Yeah, but you're going to go renegotiate if that's something I want to do.
But you're supposed to renegotiate after so many years because it could be something after 2 years. Like, damn, baby, that was cool. I like that.
That's why these women got 4, 5 baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? They switching up boyfriends every 6 months to a year because of that way of thinking. You think a man's supposed to just do what you want to do because that's what you said do? But
I'm not saying. Didn't you hear me say renegotiate?
But renegotiate, I don't want to.
What if he say, you know what? We in a relationship. We in one house.
You mean you just gonna disagree with?
I'm gonna just say no. We already had an agreement.
Say no?
I don't want to change the agreement.
Oh.
Then what happens? What you do?
Mm-hmm. Now you gonna fuck somebody.
Now you creeping.
Now wait a minute, damn it. Y'all not just gonna throw me out here like no slut. I ain't asked for to fucking suck nobody. But now my feelings may get a little bit twisted now because now I feel like you're unwilling to compromise.
But we compromise.
No, you're not, because you just said no.
Barb, if I sit up here and gave you a list of 5 things that I demand or that I need from you, you gave me your 5. That is negotiation.
And he got to say like that through the whole relationship.
Why not?
Well, then we're not gonna do that.
And that's what
I don't want to get no 5 things. So you
pretty much saying because every year your whim, your attitude, the way you feel change.
You may want to come up and upgrade. Okay, say we started off in an apartment. Well, damn, nigga, how long we gonna live here now? Let's go get a house. And you talking about no, I'm trying to save more money to get this and get that. Nigga, we been here 3 years in this 2-bedroom apartment. Let's move up.
The way economy is, you just don't.
See, I don't want to hear that shit. See, that's what's wrong. It's always going to be when y'all money is involved, we got to think things out. No.
That's because men don't make emotional decisions, especially financially. Financially, women make those type of decisions. And then when they hit that brick wall and they see that, you know what, maybe we moved too fast. Now
that's why I got the man. That's why I got you.
See, so you gonna dump all the weight on me because I tried to cater to you.
Y'all the man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Y'all the man.
And you know what?
And
now y'all see why relationships don't last.
Because you the man, so when we hit the brick wall,
after you fuck
but
up,
you agreed to go into this with me, and now we didn't hit a wall, and I'm gonna look at you and say, what you gonna do?
Barb, I wouldn't agree with you. What I'm gonna do is tell you no, and that's the end of it. Because I understand.
I'm gonna be very angry at you.
Yeah, and I would probably have to upgrade. So it's okay.
Oh, but you gonna upgrade on your own. But when I'm ready to upgrade,
I'm going to upgrade because I see that you're not going to fulfill our agreement that we had in place already, and then you want to get upset because I won't renegotiate our.
Yeah, because I want to go sit out in the backyard under the gazebo. I'm sick of sitting in the damn apartment. We can't barbecue. We got to go visit our friends and stuff.
You can go do all that at the park.
You might want to upgrade your car. You might want. So I think in relationships, I agree with y'all, but I mean things have to upgrade. You got to change things around. Everything ain't gonna stay the damn same.
Yeah, but see, but I don't think you getting it. Once we discussed it, our terms. Just because next year come around, that don't mean we reach.
Is this a verbal contract?
Well, everything is up for discussion, but I can also
if it's
say
verbal,
no.
It don't
I
make no sense.
Nah, that'll hold up in court.
If it's verbal, it don't make no sense.
Like Dre said, we hold up. But see, this is why relationships don't last.
Okay.
And this is why, like, Barb, I think you are a beautiful person.
Thank you.
But you have your ways.
I know. I do.
And you stern to whatever you thinking.
I'm stubborn.
But that's how most women are.
I'm stubborn.
And then when a man don't give you what you want, now you don't want to cook, you don't want to fuck, you don't want to suck.
No, I don't stop that. Now I do continue to do the things that I want to do, but I won't let it go.
Things you want to do.
I won't let.
Did you hear that?
Well, yeah, I still.
What about the things you don't want to do because you're mad?
Well, when I get angry, I just stay on it until eventually it'll go my way.
See? Same thing. You see how that's pressure, Barb. You gonna put pressure on this man until he break, and then once he break and give in to what you want because he love you, now all of a sudden when things go wrong and you see him like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't have moved in this house because we can't afford it. Maybe we shouldn't have bought that car because we couldn't afford it. And now you gonna say by him being the man, he need to step up. He tried to step up in the beginning. You wouldn't let him.
No, he was scared. He wanted to step out on faith. He wanted to stay in that damn apartment and shit.
So now you gonna blame it on Jesus?
Because he didn't want to step up against you. Fear don't get you no damn well. Shit, you can't be scared all your life. You got to step out. And if you hit a brick wall, that means we a team and we figure out to see what we gonna do to make it work.
That's the purpose of the plan.
As a team, you should figure out how not to hit the brick wall.
Well, hey, it's life. Some shit happen. You know, I ain't trying to hit the brick wall, but things do happen, right?
Well, if you don't want to stick to the script, you're gonna always crash. And I think women are compulsive spenders. If you let your woman get on Amazon, you'll have a package coming to your house every other day. Yeah. Now, where's the money? And she's sitting up here and telling you I make $50,000-$60,000 a year, but you got to subtract what you're spending on these packages.
So you saying relationships don't work because give me 4 reasons, 5, well, if you can.
I can give you 100.
Give me 5 reasons that you say a relationship does not work.
A woman don't know how to keep her mouth closed.
Okay.
She's a compulsive spender.
Okay.
She lacks accountability.
What Barb said, selfishness. Selfish as hell. Well,
she's selfish because she don't want to accept accountability.
Okay.
And I'm going to say she don't want to fulfill her duties at home.
Okay, that's what you come up. What's yours?
Well, I just feel like through day and age, it's a camaraderie of women that they're getting bad information from other women. Yeah. So that's
to me. So are you saying the circle?
The circle of, and it ain't got to be a circle. It can be social media. It can be a mama. It can be auntie. Okay. The number one is they getting bad information from other women that's single. That's that. 2, the expectations of a man is through the roof. It's crazy, especially when they don't know what a real man is. Mm-hmm. 3rd, to me, it's financial. Men and women are always going to differ on financial movements, what should be did next, what's prioritized. We'll never see eye to eye on that. Because as you say, you may be thinking about the house and he may be thinking about the business that's going to pay for the house. You see what I'm saying? So it can be simple as going to the restaurant. I may say, shit, I want McDonald's. You may be talking about Ruth Chris. So we just differ on everything. A man, we think things out and y'all going off emotion. So we already set up that it's hard for us to click. So,
Okay.
I mean,
So why you think what mistakes do you think most women make, and why they can't keep a man?
The lack of communication is one.
number one.
Not knowing how to communicate with a person. That's number one on a woman's point. And also as women, like I said, when we get in our feelings and emotions, we take away from things. Number one thing a woman take away when she get mad right off rip, don't touch me. She don't even want to sleep with you. She don't want you hugging on, touching on. She mad at that point. Second reason I would say finances. And the reason I'm gonna go back to finances is because love don't pay for shit. Money gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, some women don't have respect for the bag. They think that, okay, they see you got this business, we got this nice car, we got this nice house, so the money is there, so let's just spend it. Not thinking that you got to take that money to keep the business going, to keep the house paid for. So I would say finances. Third thing is sometimes kids, children. A lot of women got a lot of kids. So now you asking this man that you're dating to come in and be fathers to 3 or 4 badass kids that don't have no respect for nobody. So that tears a relationship apart too, because now this man is looking like, I'm dating you. I'm not dating your kids. But most men come into relationships accepting the children, but women don't know how to have their children be respectful. See, you want him to come in and take care of them, buy them the Jordans, buy them the clothes and stuff, but then you want him to shut up and don't say nothing to him because you ain't his daddy.
Can't discipline him.
So I say children. And then selfishness. A lot of women just don't want to share. They want you to come in and do everything and just feel like, okay, you coming into my house, you living with me. Or this is my home, so when you come to my home, you do this, you pay for that, and do things of the sort. So
I got a question for you, Barbara.
So that's my reason. But I think kids is number one. Kids.
What when it comes to a man's birthday, holidays, and men like to get hugs. We like for our woman to come to us, give us a hug. Kiss us on the forehead and say, baby, you know what? I appreciate everything you done for me and the kids, everything you do, how hard you work for us. We like for a woman to come and tell us, you know what, baby, how was your day at work? Give us a back rub, have our bath water in, walk, wake up in the morning, give you some head. We like things like that. So my question to you is this. Why do women feel it's not necessary to ask a man how his day going, how he feel, if you all right? Why she don't want to just give her man a hug, tell him
what type of man is she used to dealing with? She may not ever dealt with a man that likes stuff like that. She may have dealt with a man who was abusive or a man who wasn't soft to that point. What the fuck you mean how my day was? So it depends on the person she's dealing with. Listen, man, I do it. I do it.
So, okay, let's use you for example since you do it.
Okay.
Tell me what that look like when you understand that a man can get stressed out like a woman. You do understand a man have a hard day at work like a woman.
Okay, now let me piggyback on the old bar. The old bar wouldn't have gave a fuck about nobody's feelings because the only thing I would have thought about is myself. Because I grew up in a home where expression of love and feelings didn't exist. It's no, I love you. I knew my mother loved me because she kept a roof over my head. She kept clothes on me. She fed me. That's how we knew. That's how our family was. Love was a word you barely even knew. I'm 52. My daddy will be 78. My father's never hugged me. My father's never kissed me or said I love you. It's just how my parents grew up. So that emotional part of me, I didn't know anything about. So I'm not going to give you that because it was never given to me. That's a sign of weakness. So you don't do that. The men in our family didn't do that. I'm not saying it's right, but this is my structure and how I was brought up. Now, after that, I get out in the world and I teach myself about men. Now I'm walking around with busted lips and black ass because I'm in an abusive relationship. I get out of that relationship, I go to another relationship. It wasn't physical, but it's mental. So I'm getting broken down again. So now I had to stop. And what taught me this was therapy. Because I had to go to therapy. Because if I didn't go to therapy, I'm like, God damn, what is the fuck going on? I keep picking the same people that are no good for me. What am I doing wrong? Is it me or is it something that I'm not understanding?
I think in that situation it could be a combination of both. Because you always been aggressive, you always been a fighter. It just come from being in our hood. We come from
And my
hood.
family,
When
my
you gotta
aunties
be
them
tough.
scrap. They don't
You
want to
just
hear
gotta
that.
be tough.
I
That's more
was, and so when you say that, maybe women never just been around that. Now I'm older now, and I do it now. How was your day? You had a good day? Oh, you need a massage? You need a back rub? You okay? You want something?
So do you see different results when you switched your character to be more affectionate to a man?
Yeah. I still got half of a bar up though. It ain't all the way down now. I still keep on protection level there now. But yeah, I see the difference. But a lot of that's not. It's just men and women. It's just they don't want to see that each other's views or whatever, and we don't like to compromise. Women don't like to compromise.
I don't think a
They want
man
it to be
should
their way.
compromise fully with his woman. I think the relationship should be more so like, I'm going to say 60-40 far as compromise, maybe 55 45. Because you know what? Because he understand at the end it's going to fall in my lap, baby. You know what? Yeah, I love you and I want you to be happy. But he see.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. The generations now, the generation coming up now, we had the internet. What did we used to have back in the day? The party hotline, talk all the phone to all the different people. Okay, but now we got the internet. We got Snapchat or whatever that is. We got Instagram. We got all this stuff that teaches our children that you can be whatever you want to be, even if it ain't you. You got, what is that, AL or AI? And you can change your pictures up and filters and make yourself. So they're teaching our children now that you can be whatever you want to be and get whatever you want to get and scam people without people even knowing who you are and what you are. But now where the parents at? Where the parents at? What parents you got daughters. Y'all got daughters. Do you sit down and talk to your daughter? Have you ever sat down and talked to your daughter and say, this is not what you're supposed to accept from a man. A man should be this way and be that way. Many girls are not getting this. And then we got young men who being raised by who? Like you said, women. So if you being raised, most women are not strong. They cater to their sons. Most boys don't even know how to cut the grass. Don't shovel the snow. Your son in there playing a video game, you out there shoveling the snow.
Well, you know what's even harder than that, Barb? A woman would meet a man and have her teenage son, like you said, in there playing a video game, and she telling him what he need to do. You need to cut the grass. You need to go out there and fix the fence. But your son right there.
And this is what I'm trying to get to my point is, these are the same people that are one day going to be in a relationship, and guess what? It's not going to work.
They're going to be terrible guys.
It ain't going to work.
See, in that situation, I think a woman should be like, you know what, going out to fix the fence, but take a little Timmy with you. Because it's like you taking
But some men don't want to. But some men don't want that responsibility.
Girl, you know how these little boys, you know how these young boys is now? They can't keep their fucking phone out their face. They will walk, if you go through the mall, look, they walking through the mall with their phone in their face. They in the grocery store. They walking with their phone in their face. They can't even focus on what's going on around them. If you sit up here and ask a kid, just walk wherever y'all at, and you ask them, what color shirt did that little boy have on just past you? They gonna say, I don't know. Because they're not paying attention. I think social media is telling everybody you can be whatever you want to be, but they're not giving them no direction.
And also, social media also destroys relationships too. Yeah. Destroys them. Because once again, you got your girl on there snapping pics. She in Puerto Rico showing off her body. You got your man on there talking crazy. So social media, the only thing social media does is expose you a little bit more. So we have better ways of making relationships break up and not work because we got all this technology out.
That goes back to respect, Barb. If you got a man, why are you all taking certain type of pictures and why are you thinking you'll be famous on this Instagram with all these pictures and you got a man?
Okay,
so now you got all these other guys liking your pictures and then they trying to inbox you.
Because women like to be like admired. They like to be all of. They like the attention.
You should be admired by your man, not by everybody else.
But does that man say something? How many men speak up and say something? Because you got to think, he on there liking the picture too. Looking good, baby. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying, take that shit down, what you doing? Oh, he on there like, that's my boo. Look at her. She look good.
Yeah, but see, 9 times out of 10, that guy was raised by who? His mama.
Okay,
So
but
he don't even know that this woman is actually putting him in a bad place. Because all it takes is one person to say something fucked up about her, about a picture she posted. Who you think she's gonna first run her mouth, say some fucked up shit, get herself in some trouble, and then she gonna want that man to bail her out. She gonna call him. He's gonna come running, don't even know what the fuck going on, and now him and this guy's beefing, and usually out of a beef, somebody end up getting shot or killed.
Okay, now I got a question for you, and we all gonna get the answer. But the question: what is it that you think we as people can do to try and make a relationship last?
I think you need to sit down and literally get to know a person. First off, if you want to get to know a person, it can be y'all go for a run together, y'all go down to the boardwalk.
You said run like around the corner?
I mean, people like the shit. Go to the gym together, go bike ride. I mean, literally sit down and get to know. To me, I feel like you should be able to get to know a person without having to spend some money to know this person's character and give it some time. You ain't gonna, to me, you genuinely don't know a person in order to like date them and move forward. So maybe like 2 years in, you may, say you date them for 6 months. You're like, no, okay, 6 months in, I can see it going somewhere. And then you date them a little bit longer. Maybe then y'all say, okay, you know what, we're gonna be exclusive. Everything is steps.
What's exclusive?
Exclusive means it's just me and you. Ain't nobody else. You stop seeing.
So now you took it
people.
from 6 months. Maybe I'm just trying to.
6 months of dating.
Okay, 6 months.
A year, y'all exclusive.
Okay.
2 years, you may say, okay, we can move in together because it's gonna take you 2 years to get to know this person.
And what happens after you move in?
Then, whatever else y'all plan, y'all might be planning marriage, y'all might be planning kids, you might be planning buying a house, but everything is in steps. But also, you need to get to know this person. But I'm gonna tell you this flip side. That's what I was trying to get to. The average woman don't want to get to know you like that. They feel like getting to know you mean taking me to an expensive restaurant, taking me to a play, taking me on a trip or something. And if this is the side you getting to know me just spending money, you really don't know me. You only here for the ride. Get to know me without a dollar sign being attached to it, to sit here and say, you know what, we can build together and I'm looking for something, serious instead of what I can do for you.
Well, for me, I don't think it's any key points to ever making a relationship last because we as people date too much. We spend too much time dating. Mm-hmm. We are dating for years and years, and we never ask for anything within that expectation. Why am I dating you for 6 or 7 years? Why aren't we married? We're steady investing into each other, but we're scared to make that next level, that next step to say, okay, if I'm here with you 6 months, then you take me to a year, then you take me to 2 years. Now we at 3, 4, 5 years. And so now I done been with this person for 5 years. It don't work. It's off. So I go to the next, let me finish. I go to the next person. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Then go another 6 years wasted. I believe we as people invest too much of our time into the wrong people.
Are you saying keep jumping ship?
Just keep jumping ship. Why not make it work with that person? Okay, if I'm not going to make it work, by the time we get to 2 years, I think we as people, by the time you get to 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years, we ain't talking marriage. What we doing?
Pause.
What we doing?
If a person ain't talking to you about marriage in 5 years, you have to think about like, okay, maybe it's some stuff that he need to fix, he need to prepare, or maybe some stuff.
So we're gonna add another 2, 9, 7.
No. Sometimes it ain't even adding the time. Sometimes you can sit here and say, you know what, the conversation need to be had. You can be like, well, are we looking for marriage or this and that? What's the plan? I may say, you know what, Barb, I really like you, I want to marry you, but this issue right here is a major issue, and I need this to be fixed.
So you know what the problem is? Why invest in each other? Don't even invest. You didn't have to think about that when we made these investments in each other. When we invested in this business, when we invested in this house, when we invested in these cars and these kids, your mind was shit. All that shit we just did was a compromise.
So guess what? If I tell you, in order for us to get married, this need to be fixed, why not compromise? You said all the other stuff.
Okay, and I'm asking you because the reason I'm saying is that we invest too much of our time and give too much, and we date below our standards too.
Sometimes.
You see, because like he said, Bob the Builder. building bitches up. Stop building bitches up because he wasting his time. Because the bitches you building up is the bitches that ain't no good for you no way. Because once they get built up, they gonna get the fuck on. Because now you done gave them too much of your knowledge. And you done put too much of your time into them and made it better for the next man. So I don't really think it's a way to make relationships work. Unless it's marriage.
No. Marriage is the last thing
That's
that he should be bringing to the table.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, the man, well, I heard both of y'all. First of all, man, stay in your class. If a man is dating a woman, if you ain't got no kids, she got 3 kids, listen, you wasting your time. You know, you date a woman on your level. You date a woman, if you making $60,000 a year and she making $30,000 a year, it ain't gonna work. She counting your pockets. She pocket watching.
Now wait a minute, could it work if she in school and she trying to get up
She's
there?
still building. And who you think is gonna help her through school? Him. And 9 times out of 10, when she graduate, she gonna wanna fuck with somebody at the new job she at. So you still wasting your time. Date inside of your class.
I agree.
Like how you said, yes, I have built women up. But see, that's a meatball thing. I have built women up, and I tell them I'm building them up.
So why?
Well,
why
because
do you think that you...
I'm a project man.
But what are you getting out of the project, boy? It's like the blueprint.
I am, but you gotta think I'm a controlling person. You gotta think, yes, I put trackers on cars. Yes, I'm sharing locations. I wanna know where you at. I wanna know what you doing. And when I call, I'm reading your background. I'm doing all that because I have trust issues.
Okay.
So any woman that deal with me, they already know what they're getting from me. I tell them up front. It's not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
But if we talking about how we gonna make this work, if a woman is okay with having a guy like me, that's a start. But if she's saying, well, you put the track on my car, I can't handle that. Well, get the fuck on. I'm okay with you getting the fuck on because I'm me.
So you tell her you gonna
I would tell her, listen, you know what, you lying. I think you lying. I'm gonna put a tracker on your shit. That's how it go. You know what? What's your location? We finna share location. I think what you doing, you ain't doing something right. It's something that's going on first. I don't just.
So you don't never think about just fuck it. I don't trust. I'm getting the fuck on.
Listen, Drake.
I
watch body language. You know, if I've been with this woman for 2 years and she always came home, started cooking, you know what I'm saying, set me up, and if she leave, that's her pattern. But then when she started coming straight in, running to the shower, I noticed that.
She just got off work.
I don't give a fuck, that ain't your pattern. Something changed in order for you to start washing your ass. So now I know you just fuck somebody at work.
Oh,
you fuck somebody in the car, or you finna go and fuck somebody.
Okay, but so let me get back to this, and I want to get back to this on you. I want to ask you this as we talking about making relationships work. So you building people up and investing in these women. I'm quite sure they were relationships, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how long were these relationships before they ended?
Well, Barb, see with me, you looking at when you build a woman up, you making her better because you see all kind of flaws in her. So when you building her up just so she'll be able to be productive in the world.
I would think you building her up so she can be productive to you.
But that's
Fuck the world.
But see,
the world is not.
Remember we used the woman in college?
Right.
If I set you up and put you through college, it's not too many men that still ended up being with that woman. Because now she feeling like she better than him. Yeah, you making more money than me now, but you know what? I sacrificed that lifestyle to put you in that position. And you know what she gonna say? Fuck him. Now I'm in a hospital now. She want to start fucking with the doctor. In her ass, she upgraded. See, women don't appreciate a man that's sacrificing for her. So I tell men all the time.
But I think we as people sacrifice for the wrong people. Because if I ain't trying to make you my husband,
it's your class, Bart.
You ain't trying to be long term. I ain't fit to sacrifice
it's your class,
shit.
Right?
Fuck building you up. I'm up. You better figure it out, nigga.
Well, see, how many men can you fuck with that's on your level? And then just because you want to fuck with them, that don't mean they want to fuck with you.
It's not many people you can fuck with that's on your level. But what I'm saying that I'm not about to help you. Now, see, I'm going to give you the blueprint of things you can do. Upgrade your resume, go back to school, do something. But I'm not about to help you with my money in my pocket unless it's long term. We talking long term because you see all the investments you made in these women. They probably doing good and doing great things, but it wasn't beneficial to you.
It was beneficial to me though, Barb.
They gone.
No, but see, you looking at, I'm a man. I don't date women for financial support.
You don't have to.
I date women off how they look.
Them back rubs it's gone.
But it's okay at the time. But you know what?
They rubbing somebody else there.
It motivates me to do better for
and
me.
you don't got to pay for college. They got financial aid, boo. You ain't got to pay for
Well, that's if you going to a community college.
They got financial aid going to Central Michigan. She just going to be in debt.
Oh, you talking about, well,
she gonna leave you any goddamn way, so you might as well not pay for it.
Well, but see, Barb, you missing the point. No. Men don't date for the same reason why women do.
No, say men back in our generation.
I said it right the first time.
Because these new motherfuckers do date for money.
That's because they mama's boys.
They slang.
It's on you if you date a man and he was raised by his mama and he want to come stay with you because you got a place to stay.
Yeah, BigDick.com. How much you gonna pay? They on that toasting.
That's what I asked. I didn't know.
Yeah, my little cousins.
I didn't even know about that.
My little cousins. I got little young ones, and they say it's an app that you go on and you're taking pictures and stuff, and girls is paying. And it's too much free dick out here for y'all to be paying for dick. So once again, relationships may not never work because we fucked up.
That might come with what they call an NDA with.
We fucked up. We are fucked up and we're not teaching our children nothing. The world is fucked up. So relationship, the only way a relationship is gonna work to me is just if you want it to work and you and that person is seeing eye to eye, because it's fucked up out here. This shit ain't gonna work.
Always go back to your class. You gotta date a woman on your level. Not too many men care to date a woman on their level because it ain't too many women. They start having kids at 16, 17. Mm-hmm. Good luck with that. Once you start having kids, now your energy is not looking to be educated, to excel in your job because you in a rush to hurry up and get off work and go home to tend to your kids.
I'm gonna give you a good. This is just my thought. I feel like your best relationships can be with someone that you grew up with, that was a friend. So literally everyone that I've seen relationship last was always someone that dated somebody, or they started dating when they got older, but somebody they grew up with.
And why do you think that?
Because you know them.
Is the chemistry or something?
I don't even think it's the chemistry. I think it's because you know them. You know what you get. You got to think when you go into a relationship. A man don't know the average woman he meet on the street. The woman know the average man. But if you grew up with this person, you can meet. I remember you pulled my hair in middle school. You know all this shit because y'all grew up with each other. So you know their character, and it also stops the bullshit because y'all know each other. Ain't no facade you putting on. So I think them relationships last longer. Normally they always last. So that's just my.
I mean, you could be right. Yeah, you could be right because it's something you already know about them, and it ain't like you gotta try to figure nothing out and shit like that. So yeah, that.
Well, you know them to an extent. You don't fully know them, but you see.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
You know what I say, man? Don't date no woman that wear them black stretch pants, man. To me, they always seem to be jangling. You know the black stretch pants.
Wait a minute, now I'm gonna fit down. See, there you go with that bullshit. Black stretch pants,
man.
All women wear black stretch pants.
Yeah, but man, you know what, man?
Women,
man, you can see their vagina, their butt cheeks,
it depends on what type you wearing.
I just noticed it's always the black stretch pants, and they just show everything, and new women end up being terrible women. So my advice, man, stay away from the black stretch pants.
What type of shit? So you be on that bullshit all the time.
But you know, it just seems like a women just get up, throw them on because they know they're gonna look good. You didn't wash. And then, you know what, that's always your go-to. You know, the club, them black stretch pants. You know, we went out to eat on the black stretch pants.
Not to go. I wear them for comfortable. Just if I want to be
you
comfortable.
You going to the grocery store, black stretch pants.
Yeah, I'm at the grocery like going shopping or something. I throw something on.
Man, they got to change the color or something, man.
They do got different colors.
But they always black.
And also black black makes a woman look
Look
smaller.
smaller.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, blacks makes you look slimmer too. Yeah.
Well, I think I got an issue with the black stretch
But
pants.
you just don't like black.
Well, I just think it's their go-to for everything. You know what? I'm finna go see this new nigga. Let me put on them black stretch pants.
Well, no, you should put on some jeans or something like that. So how do y'all feel about when I said something about the kids causing not making relationships?
That's a
work?
fact, bro. I mean,
You know
kids.
it go both ways. Sometimes kids will make the relationship end, and sometimes kids will make a relationship last. Well, personally, like I've been in a situation where I took a liking to the kids, and I didn't even care about the mom. I said that before, like, damn, the kid's cool as hell. But normally, you know what I mean? But I'm older, so that was way back in the days. Now, these little kids is bad as hell. So I'm guaranteeing you,
Yeah, I think
75% kids running me and off. I'm like, y'all, you got them little baby kids. I'm gone. I can't do this shit.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Dre, because it's at the point now how these kids, when they raised by their mom, a man can't even get into an argument with his woman without the kids busting through the door. You know, that's my mama. Don't talk to her like that. Listen, little motherfucker. We having an argument. I'm not kicking your mama ass or nothing. We having a
They don't know.
disagreement. But see, they feel like I gotta do something.
I gotta defend my mom.
Yeah, so you busting through the door. Not.
If
I
that's
gotta
the
tell
way-
her. Listen, tell that little motherfucker get the fuck out of here. Before I fuck him up. Now I ain't telling him to go nowhere.
You gonna be what? But isn't this okay?
Well, you gotta think though.
Okay, so now there's a situation. You are a young man, and somebody's arguing with your mom, and you really don't know what's going on. So you might be like,
Well, my mama, I'm finna tell you, my mama was dealing with me when I was younger, and me and my brother go get the butcher knives. And we got him. We on the count. He better not hit my mama. I'm stabbed as he hit my mom. But as I got old, I never barged in the door. But we did go grab the knife. You know, we did call people, they over here arguing, but we never barged in. You know, I don't hear my mama hollering or asking for help. You know what? No, if the door's open, I walk past and look in. You know what I'm saying? But we never, these kids now is bold.
oh yeah, they coming for you.
You know, when they got a baseball bat.
Oh yeah, they swinging.
Yeah, bust your head while you're back.
But
into
what
the
you
chin,
also
talking to the
say
mama.
too, once again, it's the environment where they used to this. They already know what's fit to go down once you get to arguing because mama didn't have her ass whooped a couple of times. So they already know to put on defense mode because in that man they know what's fit to go down.
And that's why I tell men dating your class, if you have no kids, don't date no woman with no 3-4 kids, bro. I don't care how good she looks.
I agree with
Something is going on with her. You know what I'm saying? So you say, you know what, baby, I think you're nice. If you go knock her off a few times and keep it at that. Well, the problem I got with
careful
people,
knocking her off because you might get a pregnant.
well, you gotta wear rubber.
Well, you
I ain't
said
saying
that.
wrong.
You just said
Well,
not wrong.
I would assume I'm thinking wrong.
Well, hell, most people hitting it raw anyway.
Well, I don't think most
like
people hit it wrong.
Most guys don't like condoms. They going
Well,
to
most
be there.
women don't like condoms.
Why I gotta be a
Because
woman?
they irritate them. They say they give yeast
They make
infections.
non-latex rubber. They got all
I'm
different
curious to see
brands.
why a woman
Bare
says no condom.
skin,
A
tear
guy,
sensitive. They
the
got
only
all.
thing a guy may say, I want you to suck me off without a condom, and I put a condom on, hit you. But we ain't talking about no babies. She trying to snatch the
Just so
rubber
you
off.
clarify to the audience. 'Cause you
She
said
trying to
that
snatch the
so
rubber off while you
make
trying to
sure-
have sex with her. See, look at her now.
She's
She's
trying to
trying.
snatch it off.
Yeah, it happened to me several times.
She's trying to come up.
I'm having sex and I feel the tugging on the condom. What are you doing, baby? Take it off. Why?
That's what she said.
What do you lie? I had women tell me several times, if you know what, you put that condom on, we ain't gonna have sex no more. And they mean it. So you know what? You let her go. It's too many other women. I don't think that I'm gonna put myself or jeopardize myself or put myself in an uncomfortable position just because of this one woman. If you doing that to me, I'm thinking how many other guys you done that to. See, us men, we have to create a standard. We gotta say, well, listen here, baby. I gotta do what's best for me. Like, you know what's best for you? It's best for me to wear this condom.
I don't know why
because I
y'all
don't
think
know.
like that though.
What?
Cause nigga, no average motherfucker ain't used to getting no pussy, and they just be happy to be getting some pussy.
But no, what about the average motherfuckers that are used to getting pussy? When you go into a relationship, most guys
That's what
they don't think about stuff like that. They don't
most,
do it.
most of these women out here and fuck 50, 60, 70 guys. Now, like how we talked last night, women say, well, what difference does my body count make? It makes a big difference. That's why you're not honest about it. If it don't make a
I don't think
difference,
you'll never know nobody's body.
what I'm
count.
saying, if it don't make
Y'all
a
can tell us
difference,
the truth
tell
anyway.
them you slept with 70 guys. If it don't make a
Well,
difference.
this is unnecessary to know. Why should it know? Is
I
that
think
gonna
it's
stop you?
important.
It does.
It lets me know how many
So
times
if a girl
you been
told you
managing
she got a 50 count, I got 50 on me,
I would
baby.
say you are terrible managing yourself, baby.
But no, are you gonna leave her alone and
Yes.
not fuck her?
Yes, I will.
You still gonna have
I
sex
don't
with her.
want to hit that pussy. You got 50 niggas in
But
with
what
a
if
reckless.
well, you might already hit it, and then you might say, "Damn, that's
Well,
a nice hit."
I didn't know before. But
But
once
you didn't know, so you make 51.
and
you
I'm
don't wanna
straight.
stay at
I-
51.
No, I'm good. I'm actually now it's on 52. Now you can't blame me for somebody that knows nothing about it. But once we talking, and you know how a man sometimes want to have that honest conversation. Well, baby, how many guys you been with? You know
So
what?
do y'all?
I've been with 48 guys. You gonna look at her like this? Are you serious?
So with that being said, with the topic that we on about making relationships work and stuff like that, so do y'all think if men actually knew a woman's body
You wouldn't
count
fuck
or
with her.
women knew a man's body count, it wouldn't?
She'll still fuck. A guy can be with 1,200 women. She still gonna fuck with him as long as he got some money.
I think if it's only men, it'll affect men as far as like how we feel about women. Because you got to think the average man will go in after a while. He thinking relationship. Most women now they not thinking relationship.
But why wouldn't it? I think it would matter to a woman if you done told me you slept with 1,300 women. Now, you didn't have. I'm trying to figure out, do you got AIDS? HIV?
All you thinking about, do this guy got some money?
No, not
He
if
can
the
tell-
hand you got
if I
1,200
told you-
bodies.
if
You got to get to the
I can
body.
tell you I had 10,000 bodies.
You gonna go get
And
tested?
I go get tested. You ain't gonna care. You be 10,001 as long as I got some money.
Mm-hmm.
If he got a Range Rover sitting outside bar,
You really
hold on,
think
wait a minute.
Yes.
I'm finna give you a
Society shows
scenario.
that.
If he got a Range Rover sitting outside the club, he got $500,000 worth of jewelry on, he fresh from head to toe, he showing some interest in you, you sucking his dick in the parking lot.
Oh wow, they do that.
Yeah, they do it all the time. They fucking him right outside.
Shit.
Now you think if he got you that easy, that he don't do
Well,
that all the time?
I think if he got you that easy, he not even fucking with you no more. Cause being like a challenge.
Not all the time.
I think some
Niggas like what they want.
that's a one hit wonder. Like he just gonna hit her off. He ain't gonna never talk
Bob,
to her.
you
no more.
think
He
a
might give her
man,
a
you
drink
think
or
a man care if you make him wait a week versus you make him wait an hour? He's still gonna get what he want. Now you got a problem with a man when he's not getting what he want. That's when you got a problem with a man. If he thinking he wasting his time with you, now you got a problem.
So
with him.
y'all don't like challenges in relationship. Y'all don't like a
I
little
don't want
chase.
no woman challenging me never.
No, that's not. When I say a challenge, like you know, I know I can.
I'm gonna make you wait for 30 days. I'm gonna make you wait for 60 days. I'm not fucking with you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. She might not want to give you the pussy the first day. She may not want to give it to you to
But
the
she got
third.
3
It
kids,
depends
right?
if I really like you or not. If I really like you and I see a future with you, then I ain't tripping off the challenge. But if I feel like you a dusty foot, you trying to make me wait, when I get that motherfucker, I never.
Okay, my question to you, Dre.
Wow.
What difference does it make if she going into the relationships already saying, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do to you? Because that's what she's doing.
Well,
She's telling you I'm gonna make you wait just because I want to see will you wait to do this.
It depends on how I
I'm
feel
not
about
doing
her.
that. I'm
Listen,
straight.
when Steve Harvey dropped that book, talking about the cookie shit, I was dating a chick and she told me like,
No,
yeah,
is it make? You said who dropped?
whatever, you know.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
talking
think
about
like a
cookie
man,
stuff
act
for
like-
90 days.
Oh.
So she's like, well, Steve Harvey said I'm gonna hold my cookie for 90 days. I didn't really give a fuck. And I told her, I say, well, what you think I'm gonna be doing in them 90 days? I said, I'm gonna wait 90 days, but I'm still gonna be doing my thing over here. So
But
don't
you
you think
gonna
I'm
still date
saving
her?
myself for you?
You gonna still date her and be taking her out and
Once,
stuff?
no, once I told her that was it. She thought she was gonna have you wait 90 days, and I didn't see no future with her. You see what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think
that
a
rule-
woman should be putting no time limit. I mean, if it happened, we going in this direction and everything
Oh,
going
we
right.
got
Don't
that.
tell me, well, wait a minute. We got 10 more days to go, and you fucked the mood up. I'm going to judge you on that.
So she can't give you. You thinking a person just saying, no, I don't want to give you my cookie right now. I like
Okay.
you, but I don't want to have
Oh,
sex.
well, once again, Barb, if we sitting up here, the chemistry is right, we in the right atmosphere, everything is going, and she thinking in her mind she got a clock in her head, and you gonna fuck the mood up because of your clock that you made up in your head, I'm straight on you.
Could that just be
You
her
won't
standards
know
and her
that.
morals and her
Well,
values?
she'll tell me because I'll be telling her what's wrong. I ain't got my finger this deep up in you, and I'm kissing you, and
Well, now,
everything
first
going
off,
good.
that's misleading.
And you gonna tell me, oh, well,
what's
hold
your
on, we
fingers
moving
stick
too
there?
fast.
Keep
I'm I'm gonna be
about
like,
them
man,
damn
I-
fingers and shit.
I
too.
stick my fingers up in
Stop
women.
putting your fingers in
Two
people.
of them. These two
Stop.
right here, Barb.
Stop.
I stick my
That
fingers.
you too old to be using
No,
your
it ain't
damn
to me.
Hey,
fingers.
Joe, you never get too old to finger.
Yeah, man, finger
I'm
is the shit.
75.
Hey, the first thing to do, a guy
And
gets
y'all,
Okay.
you see they talk about relationships. You're 52 talking about something, let me finger.
He still got
And
that's going to get him and let him know this motherfucker right. If I'm fingering you and that motherfucker dry, yeah, I'm gonna sit up here rubbing around in a circle about maybe a minute. If that motherfucker don't start loosening up and getting wet, I'm gonna say, baby, what's wrong?
maybe she don't like being fingered.
Well, she been getting fingered when she was young. She the same. It's the same pussy.
That's how
I don't see what's wrong. If a woman tell me I don't like getting fingered, I'm thinking one thing. Her pussy stank and she don't want me to pull my finger back and smell it. Because all guys smell their finger when they finger a girl. He finger, he turn his head. You know what I'm saying?
You know where you going left? I was out. There you go with that bullshit.
Be like, that motherfucker right.
There you go with that bullshit. But no, back to what you think it's unfair for a woman. I think once she let you do all of that, she shouldn't. She might go ahead and fuck. To me. Once you let a man get that ring, let's go ahead and give it up. But what if you haven't got that far and she just said, no, you know what? I'm good. I enjoyed today or whatever. I don't want to sleep with you right now. I'm not feeling, you know.
Well, I have a 3-day time period. I expect to have sex with a woman
But
that
at least you don't have to keep taking her on dates. You took her on
If he
a
spend
first.
time with you, that's a date. Because I could have been making some money somewhere.
Right.
That's a date.
So you saying in order to get the pussy, in order to get pussy from women, y'all have to invest y'all time.
Yeah,
Well, we can talk on the phone all you want. We can talk on the phone. You call me.
Okay.
And I'm saying
Why,
it's
man,
time period between them. But when
Why,
we hooking up,
hustle?
we going out to eat. We spending time together. I expect to have sex with you within that 3 times of us seeing each other.
And if you don't,
Well, I'm gonna be disappointed.
but how much money you done spent in them 3 days?
It ain't about me with the money. It's about my time.
That's what I'm saying. So if a person is showing you, to me, with a woman, and I say this
See,
all the
Barb,
time.
not to cut you off, I'm gonna tell you, I know how a woman thinks. She got a man she got to talk to. She got a man that's gonna dig her down. She got a man that she can get money from.
Fix
And
shit.
yeah, she got a handyman.
So you trying to say we can't just?
I'm
find
gonna make
one
sure
man
I'm not in that category. If you go put me, I'm gonna be in the fucking category. So out of 3 times, if you don't
See,
be
that's how I felt.
yeah,
You gotta be
don't
the
be
pipe nigga. You can't be the monkey wrench nigga or the guy that come by Coney Island.
Well, why you just can't have one man that does all of
Because
that?
you only on 5.
Well, how many guys?
You out of the fabulous guy, he could do 3 of them.
No,
Okay,
bro.
well, what about the other 2 shit he gave
Them
me?
guys, they was raised by their mama. How they know how to
Oh,
fix
you
shit?
talking about yeah. They
If you
got
gonna tell a nigga I need you to put some drywall up, you know
Yeah,
what?
they
I need some
fucked up.
electricity work done in my house. You ass out. How many men that's single know how to do plumbing? Got a skill trade, electrical, air conditioning, heating and cooling.
So what you said, men having, now since you said men, the lack of skills and motivation that a man has, just the young men coming up today can destroy relationships.
No, what that got to do? So you
Because
said
you don't know how to do shit. So now I got to call the plumber, motherfucker, because you don't know how to fix the toilet.
guess what he paying for it? As long as he
Is
paying
he?
for it, yeah, I will hope so.
We
If he ain't
just
paying
talked about
for
what
you,
we
if he ain't
just-
paying for you, you shouldn't been with that nigga.
Well, yeah, that's
Well,
true.
you think about
That's
this,
what I
Dre.
say. Is he really
If
paying
you got a
for it?
for
woman
to fix
and
it.
she always seeing you call another man to do something, she be like, well,
She
what
don't-
I
she
got
don't-
for?
So
respect.
therefore, man, that's I was just about to get to it.
That's right.
So now we're back to what we say about, well, we ain't gonna call them, we gonna say young guys growing up, and even guys that are grown now that want the title of being a man, that don't know what a man is supposed to be, nor do the things that men do. So now a woman loses respect for him, right? So if she lose respect for you, what you think she gonna do? She gonna go fuck the next guy, correct?
Well, but no, I'm not agreeing with that. But what I'm saying is
Well,
this,
she gonna
Barb.
go to the next guy.
We gonna say men.
Mhm.
I believe only way a young man know how to be man, he got to come up under a man.
You gotta be taught.
You got to come up under a man, and I think in order for a young lady to become a woman, she got to be brought up under a woman. If he been brought up under a simp, he's gonna 9 times have simp ways. If a hoe was raised by a hoe, she gonna have hoish ways. That's how it is. I want to see who your mom is. I want to meet your aunties because your aunties still gonna be calling you Nunu. They not gonna be caring that I'm there. They gonna call you by your nickname. They gonna still act the same. I'ma see the guys that they got coming over, because if they every time I come over, your cousin Tina, she got 3-4 different guys I ain't seen since I've been coming over. You similar to that, cause you ain't sitting up here saying my auntie is a hoe. She spoke with a lot of niggas.
Okay, now it's almost time for us to close out. So this is my question: as older people, what is it that you would say to the newer generation, not just the newer generation, or to anybody that's looking to keep a relationship working? And I'm gonna say to the kids growing up, because it starts with
How old are we talking about?
Hell, they start fucking at 12. Nah, shit, I'm gonna say 14 to about 2022. What advice would you give a young man that age that's looking to be in a relationship with someone, and what qualities should he see in her to make it work, and what qualities should he possess to try to make relationships work? Because young people.
Well, my answer to that is simple. I don't think a person that young should be in a relationship.
That's what I was gonna say.
So,
but they are.
Well, you asked me.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, in most cases, the father is not around.
Okay, so now what do you tell an older person?
So what age are we talking about is older?
I'm gonna say 30 to 50.
Okay, now if an older person, I think older people fuck up because they don't ask the right questions. If you dating a man, y'all been seeing each other for 6 months, I think the woman should just simply ask the man, so how do you see me?
Okay.
What is your expectations? What do you plan on doing with me?
Okay.
Give me a 6-month plan. And that man would tell you, well, baby, right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight. I'm just chilling. You know what, baby? I think you cool. That's what I think of you.
Mm-hmm.
You fun to be around. He ain't never once said, I look at you as wife material, marriage material. He look at you as something to do right now. So you can't be upset with him because he being honest.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling you. Now, you might want to try to twist it around a little bit. You heard what he said. He told you, what, baby, I enjoy being with you. You cool to be around. Mm-hmm. I just got out of a relationship, and right now, I'm just doing me. He's telling you. You have to know how to take that, interpret that, and say, well, you know what, make a decision. Is this something that I want to do? Okay. Or I'm looking for a woman or a wife or whatever, and, you take it and you run with whatever he tells you.
30 to 50.
Now, I'm just telling you what he's at 14 to 25. I feel like no one should be in a relationship. Anyone under 25, that should be the time you should be building your career, going to school, and getting yourself together. Because when you get in a relationship at that age, that's how pregnancy start. That's how people get sidetracked with going to school and business, whatever. Because now you ain't thinking about school no more. You don't have an accidental pregnancy. She's having a child 9 times out of 10. So you got to put your dreams or your goals on the side and make sure her and these kids or whatever is good. You know what I mean? So I feel like maybe 27 and up, you should be thinking about a relationship. But at the same time, you got to be somewhat, compatible. Y'all got to have the same goals, the same drive, the same mindset. Can't nobody, you can't go in there and say, you know what, I'm going to make you to this person, I'm going to do this, and that. You got to go in and have your project already together, because you got to have an understanding with this person. You can't make a person do anything you want them to do. You see what I'm saying? If you sit there and try to force them to be this type of person in a relationship, and you want them to do this, and that, they may do it in the beginning, but then they're going to get tired, they may get angry, they may get frustrated. And now, if they don't leave you because you're the breadwinner, they're going to go out and cheat and creep and do things on the side. So I just feel like 27 and up, find you somebody compatible. I'm thinking about settling down. But before you thinking about a ring, you need to have 5 years invested, meaning in them 5 years, y'all need to be living together. That way you know this person patterns. If they leaving the toilet up, if they leaving the toothpaste top off, this shit is aggravating you and it's going to get on your nerves. You got to think you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. So if it's getting on your nerves in these 5 years, then I want to spend 20, 30, 40 years.
And let me add this here, Bart. And I also think young girls should date a man at least 5 years older than her because of maturity reasons. Women usually mature older than men. So if it's a woman 25 years old, I don't think she should date a guy 24, 25. She should date a guy 30. This guy now, he had a chance to get himself together because she's going to need help. And,
oh, okay, you saying 25, okay. So what if she's 18?
well, if she's 18, I think she should be dating a guy about 23.
Okay, so let me touch on it. I'm going to speak on the part with the kids where I gave 14 to 25. The only reason I asked that question is because I know a lot of parents don't speak to their children about relationships and what they should do. I do agree with you. Within that age, you shouldn't be thinking about settling down with nobody. You should be focused on your future. But we do know just from seeing on Facebook, Instagram, and things like that, there's so many where guys are killing younger girls, or girls are killing the guys, or out here getting locked up because they got so much invested into each other that they forget. So I think where I come from on that part, I don't think you should be dating like that so heavily in that age. And I also think parents should take the time and sit down and have the conversation. The conversation that we dread to have. Some parents just don't like having that conversation with their kids. I think that's a conversation that more parents should have with their children, letting their children know there's nothing wrong with out here having fun and dating and things like that. But you don't have to get into a heavy commitment. And if you do feel like, girls, you want to walk away from relationships, some of these guys is sick. And they putting their hands on them, and girls don't want to walk away. So in the process of that, that's why I wanted to touch on the young people, because I know parents don't have those conversations. Now, when we get to the older generation, as far as trying to make relationship work, I'm going to say we got to work on our communication. We got to date in our class and our standards. We have to stop investing in people that we don't want nothing with, and that, or don't want nothing with us, because we're wasting our time. As we say, we got a lot of women, as they say, the guys on the panel, my boys, we lose our value. Who wants to marry somebody 52, 30, 60, or 70 because you done wasted all your time with all these different type of men who don't want nothing with you, and you see it, but you stay there because we too busy trying to change. Fuck change, get the fuck on and be with somebody who want to be with you, or relationships ain't gonna never work.
Facts. So what time is it, Dre? Already past
Time.
It's past time. Okay. Well, they always say I'll go last, and so I'm gonna go first. In closing, I'm gonna sit up here and say my advice to the guys. I'll talk to the guys. Listen, when you meet a woman, don't walk through the door doing nothing for her. You know what? I think you should observe her, pay attention to her family, because her family is gonna always keep it real. I think it's important to know how many guys that this woman been with. If she, you ask her, baby, so how many guys have you been with? And her face frowned up and she get offended, there's a reason why. The number is crazy. So you don't want no woman that been with 70, 80 different men. Can you imagine your woman getting to know 70, 80 different men, and now you dealing with her? This woman is a ticking time bomb. Everything you say, everything you do is going to get on her nerves. So I think we have to ask important questions. Ask her credit score. You know what? Ask her, has she ever been to therapy? You know what? Ask her, you know what, baby, have you ever had a miscarriage? You know what? Do you believe in abortion? Ask her the hard questions. Because if this woman, you having a conversation about certain things with her and you never even knew because you never asked, I don't think you can hold that against the woman because you didn't ask certain questions. I'm going to ask you. I want to know everything about the woman I'm dealing with.
Okay, I'm going to kick it with the ladies. Ladies, my advice is that in order to make relationships work, you have to work on yourself too. There's a lot of broken women out here. We've dealt with a lot of different type of things, and you can't take the same bad habits to each relationship, because if you do, it's not going to work. So ladies, stop being scared to be by yourself for a little while. Ain't nothing wrong with being single for a little while, taking a little time to work on yourself. Stop jumping out of one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship and thinking that it's just the guy, when deep down inside, it really could be you. You could be the person that needs that help. And I'm only speaking from experience because, like I say, I was broken. So the old bar would have been like, fuck that shit, this and that, I don't care about nobody but myself. But as I went through therapy and got the help that I needed, it helps me. So I'm in a nice relationship. I'm actually in a nice, healthy, loving relationship. And I can make it work because I got the help. So we got to work on communication. We got to work on our strengths, stay within our classes, and stop letting men waste our time.
I'm going to talk to men and women. I feel like you shouldn't be thinking about dating. If you're under 25, you need to be thinking about building a foundation. That way you can, if you're financially stable, you're healthy, your mental, everything is together. When you come into a relationship with someone that's equal, it's easier for y'all to build. Instead of one person coming in, they're on survival mode, which that's what all the women saying, we're in survival mode and all that. You're a guy, they got his stuff together, or vice versa. If the man is in survival mode and the woman got her stuff together, it's not gonna work out. Somebody is gonna be irritated all the time, angry all the time. So the whole thing is just take them first 25 years of your life, build, plan your future, and navigate through it. And then as you get older, find your mate, someone that's compatible, and y'all can settle down and y'all can be each other. You know what I mean? Y'all can complete each other. That's why I stand on it.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversation with OGs. We out.
Peace.